He's like, finally, Ron. I know. I wanted to wait for that special person. It's pretty special. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel.
What up, Pornhub? I mean,
Wow, I gotta go through your phone history now.
she's kidding.
Okay, so today I decided to do a story time and our 2 announcements. Story time is how we met. Let me see right. Is it just me or do you see like a rainbow around the light?
Shoot. After all those things I just took, I think there's rainbows there.
God, it looks weird. Okay. So last year in about June, right?
Mm-hmm.
June, I created a Facebook account because I really didn't like Facebook. Created a Facebook account because I was going to Cancun and I want to get a lot of followers. I could start a YouTube channel. It didn't work like that. But anyways, along the way, I seen this guy in my newsfeed. I don't know how. He was on my Facebook, somehow on my Instagram, and my Snapchat. That just means you stalked me. Somehow he ended up on all 3.
You know, denial's a very toxic thing to your life.
So when I was in Cancun, he started following me more, right? You started noticing more of my snaps.
I'm not answering any of these questions without my lawyer present.
I'm asking you. I am your lawyer.
I don't know. It's just crazy. Let's just say we met on farmersonly.com or something original.
Yeah, everybody always asks us, like, how did you guys meet? It's like, kind of hard to describe because we actually don't know how we came across one another.
Mm.
But I like to say that he was stalking me. Long story short, we started talking more. We started snapping each other more. But I thought, like, he was with somebody. So I really didn't bother him much. And he used to snap his friends a lot, so I didn't know which one would be his girlfriend. And then one day, you want to tell him?
So one time I ran to my good friend, my best friend. I think we were biologically separated at birth. But I ran to him at the store, him and his wife. And they invited me over for chicken Chinese tacos or something like that. And I snapped a moment of Jesse Joe making one of these taco things. And someone here thought that she was my wife.
Yeah, I thought it was his wife. Since then, I was like, no, I can't text him anymore. I can't snap him anymore. I was so hurt. Shut up. Yeah, so I thought Jesse Joe was his wife. I didn't say anything, though. I didn't ask him. But we skipped the major part. He's from Montana. So I'm from Arizona. Never met each other. Total opposite side of the country. So I had asked him one day, I was like, are you in a relationship? He's like, no. Are you married? He goes, no. There's a lady that was in your Snapchat the other day. Who's that? And he's like, which lady? It's like, shit, he has a lot of ladies. But I felt so stupid. I felt really, really stupid. So that's like the beginning. And then we started snapping more and more every day. And then I went to Vegas with my sisters and my friends. And somehow I grew some balls and I FaceTimed him.
No, she was drunk. She was just normally just abruptly just drunk.
No, I was pretty good. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drunk.
Anybody who walks down the strip barefoot is drunk.
You guys know me. Whenever I went out, I couldn't stand all night with my heels. So I always took my heels off.
Drunk.
I was not drunk.
Drunk.
So I FaceTimed him, and he let it go to ring for 5 times?
Yeah, because I thought it was like one of those drunk pocket dial type things.
And he answered, and then from there we started video chatting more and more and more. That was our very beginning. And then I went hiking with my sister and my brother up ASU Mountain. And then I started to think, he's from Montana, he's never been to Arizona, so what if I asked him if he would come visit? Wonder what he would say. So I was sitting up there, and I snapped him a whole 360 view of Tempe, Phoenix, Scottsdale area. And then I sent it to him with a little note on there. It says, would you ever come visit? As soon as he opened it and he responded back, yes. I was like, okay, I got him. So this guy's really easy. What?
Well, let me tell you how easy some other things go. There's this one time when I very first landed.
Okay, so after I texted him that, he's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind going down there. So I was like, okay, this is a start. So thinking a couple days later, we really started talking about you coming down to come visit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'll go purchase the plane ticket. So I was like, okay. I was really excited that he was coming down. And then he stopped talking about it. And I was like, thinking a week later, I was like, so are you still planning on coming down? He goes, oh, yeah, I'll get the tickets. In my mind, I thought, he didn't want to. Eventually he found somebody else. That's what I thought. Second thing was he didn't have money for it, and he didn't want to ask me. So, tell him about when you were sitting there with Mike.
So, me and my buddy Mike, we're in Billings, we're eating, and he knew I was following her, and he's like, I told him I really wanted to go, and he kind of threw the bright idea in there. There's a chance that she's psycho, or there's a chance that she's not who she says she is. So, make her pay half the ticket. She'll probably back out of it then. So then that moment I texted her. I made up some stupid baloney story about not having all the money to go. I have half right now. If you pay for half, I'd definitely go. Sent it. 2 seconds later, okay. So I was like, well, now what, Mike? Mike's like, well, I don't know. Usually chicks just back out on me then. So there it was, having to go.
Get the plane ticket finally.
I got the plane ticket after, I think, a night shift or something. I don't know what I was doing. I was at home, and I was like, all right, it's on my mind. Get your plane ticket, Chan. So I got the plane ticket. Right then and there, I knew Richie Valenzuela was going to come out, or some sort of airplane catastrophic failure, or World Trade Centers all over again. Or
mind you, he's never been on a plane before, ever. So all this stuff started coming into play. What movie did you say you watched before you left?
Top Gun.
It's
La Bamba.
You just don't watch movies like that before you get on a plane.
9/11. Plane crash incidents on YouTube.
Oh God, you just can't do that.
Yeah, that's about it. And then I was totally scared. I was excited, but then I was nervous, but then I was scared, but then I was scared, but then I was nervous, but then I was excited. Yeah, it was scary.
So, you got the plane tickets about what, July, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he came out August, the second week of August. He flew out.
And people, my friends and family, don't ever come here in July or August or June.
Oh, the other thing was, I was telling my family that, and I was telling my friends, I met a guy. We've been talking, we've been snapping, we've been following each other on Instagram and Facebook, and he's going to be flying out here, and he's going to be staying with me for about a week. And everybody thought he was catfishing me. That's what everybody thought. Like, what if he shows up and there's like this big black guy that comes out? I was like, oh my goodness, I never thought about that. Or it's like a chick that comes out of the plane.
Dang.
So I was like, no, that's not, because we FaceTime each other all the time now. Well, the crazy thing is, as soon as he got off the plane, he gave me a kiss.
No, hold on, before we go all the way there. I get to the airport. It's like a 15-mile hike up these mountains through the desert and over the horizon before I finally got the baggage claim. Don't ever fly, people.
It's not that bad.
Scared me. I was scared.
It's stupid. You're probably the biggest thing walking through there. Everybody was scared of you.
But then I was just scared.
And I just got off work too, and I was sweating to death because it was like 117 degrees when he came down. Yeah, and then I got off work, and then he texted me, and he's like, my plane just landed. So I was like, yes, just in time. Went to the airport, and then as soon as I got to the airport, and he's like, I just got my bag, and I'm walking out. I was like, oh, perfect, because, you know, when you get to the airport downtown, as soon as you make one loop, you have to go all the way back around again, and then come in again. So luckily, he was there as soon as I got there.
Yeah, with my crew.
Stupid. And once I got there, he kept saying like I'm 6'3", and I'm a big 6'3". What I kept thinking about stuff. What I kept thinking about was, how tall is this guy gonna be? And I kept texting everybody and calling everybody, and I had to call some of my friends. It's like, how tall are you? How tall is this person? And yeah, it was scary. Just the fact that he was 6'3". But I'm 5'2".
On a good day.
I'm 5'2", he's 6'3", so I'm actually used to it by now. But yeah, as soon as he got off a plane, he gave me a kiss. Aww. But it just felt like we knew each other for years. Because he has that same sense of humor and silliness like I do. So as soon as he got in the car, we just started a conversation, and we just kept laughing and talking, and it's like we just knew each other for a very long time. I think that's a feeling that I love the most.
But somebody missed their turn. We were completely lost the whole time. So don't let her fool you. We were lost trying to leave the airport. It was like Chinatown.
I was nervous. I know my way around Phoenix, but somehow I was so nervous, I missed my turn off. And I didn't want to tell him that we were lost. I was like driving out in circles. Took like an hour from the airport back to my place. And usually it takes about a good 15 minutes. It took us about an hour. It was embarrassing. But he was in Phoenix the first trip for about a week. And then he flew back. But when he was about to fly back, we both cried.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to go back. I'll put a picture up on the screen of the day he was flying back out.
But believe me, I was crying because I did not want to have to go back to work the next day.
Shut up.
Plus it was sunny. The humidity, the dust, the desert, the cactus juice, and all that good stuff was in my eyes.
He's crying because he was going to miss me. Just say it. So yeah, the first time he left, it was hard. It was really hard. We didn't know when the next time he was gonna come. I didn't even know if he would want to come back.
But I hit Salt Lake City and already planned my next trip back.
The next one was the second
A
week.
month, an exact month to a day later.
Yeah, because Navajo Nation Fair. That's when I wanted to take him back, so he came back that week. And then that's when I introduced him to my family, to my dad, to my friends. So the first one was just introducing him to Phoenix and my lifestyle and myself. Second one was like the family. So I took him back to the res. We were there for a couple of days. Took him to Gallup. He tried mutton for the first time. He hates mutton. And he's Northern Cheyenne, so they eat what?
Everything.
Except mutton.
Don't tell them what mutton is, because they're not everybody's gonna know what mutton. Mutton is a poor, helpless, just a sheep that didn't know what he had coming. Till a bunch of little tiny midget people grab him, throw him on the ground. Cut his head
Do you
off.
really just call us midget? He eats Bambi. Talking about innocent.
They
Then
are
wonder
not
why
Bambi.
there's no more Bambi movies, because you guys
No.
kill them all.
No. I was hunting one time, me and my good friend Jesse. I almost got attacked by a deer. So they're not just innocent. They want to kill.
Did you see that one video on YouTube where that sheep was like running around the village bumping into everybody? See?
That's because the midgets were trying to tackle him and cut his head.
No, they weren't.
She's got a video. She'll post that too. Right here somewhere. She's going to post it.
Of the butchery?
Yeah. The massacre.
Yeah, so that was the first time he tried mutton, was over at right after the parade, or before the parade was over.
Yeah, because the parade was like 35,275 miles long.
Yeah, so after that, we went around Gallup, and then we went through Sedona, and I showed him Sedona. We were there for like a birthday party, and then came back into Phoenix. I forgot what else we did that week. I don't remember. But
Can't remember.
when he was leaving again, oh, that really hurt. Like, I cried for a couple days. Really, really cried. And that whole day when he left, we didn't FaceTime each other. Until the next day. Until he went to work. And that's when he FaceTimed me. So I was kind of okay. Until he FaceTimed me again. Then I started crying again. But on his way back to Montana, he decided to move to Phoenix. We kind of talked about it, but I didn't think he was actually going to do it. Thank you.
How come?
You moved down when? The end of
Moved down.
September, right?
Something like that. Because all I know is when we got to Phoenix, it was Baltimore Raven and Pittsburgh Steeler football time.
Yeah, I think it was the end of September
Yeah.
you moved down.
Somewhere like that.
So we've been together since August. And he didn't ask me out. I had to tell him to ask me out. So like, are we like dating or something? He goes, yeah. Aren't you gonna like ask me out? Do you want me to ask you? I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know how this works.
I thought we just kind of skipped that part. You know, I thought that was like high school, middle school, elementary school, preschool phase. Not we're 29, 30 years old.
Well, I didn't know if you were gonna put me as your side chick or wifey.
Call Call him a lawyer.
Yeah, so I had to ask him to ask me out. But, okay, so this is September of last year. The end of September, he moved down. And then he was out here the whole month of October. November, we spent... Oh, Thanksgiving was over at the apartment.
Was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Because I made one of my glorious turkeys.
He made turkey for my family on Thanksgiving.
By the way, everybody's still alive, cooking, and, you know, they're still all... Nobody died from the turkey, so...
And then we went back to Montana for Christmas.
Yes.
I don't remember when we flew out.
I don't either. Christmas Eve. No.
We flew back Christmas Day. I remember that.
So, like 3 days before Christmas, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, we flew out on a Thursday and we came back Tuesday, and Christmas was on Tuesday. Something like that. But we went back up north for Christmas. New Year's we spent in Safford because he was at work.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after Christmas, actually, he gave me this promise ring, which I cried. That's when I kind of knew that this was kind of gonna be like a permanent thing. Ew, I'm so sunburned. So my whole skin is peeling. His skin is peeling.
We're snakes.
The way he said it.
We're snakes.
Snakes. Okay. That's our story time of how we met. So we really honestly don't know who found who first. But I like to stick to the story was he's been stalking me. Like, see?
Miss. Can you help me lose like 5 pounds?
Oh yeah, that was like my excuse.
No.
That was like my excuse to talk to him.
So now who's stalking who?
Whatever.
My, how the tables have turned.
Okay, so his Instagram, he does nothing but like workouts and posting a lot of that.
American made.
Stop.
Born corn-fed and native bred.
So he had a lot of pictures of him showing off his muscles and stuff like that. So I was like, maybe he'll help me out with my workout. Well, actually, after he gave me some tips on working out, I actually started going to the gym a lot more. Yeah. And then, stop. And then we flew back to Montana in March, right?
Yep.
Because his best friend had a baby and he wanted to go see him. So we flew back up there. Was it March?
No.
It was May.
May.
Yeah, we flew back in May. I thought we flew back before then again. No? Mm-mm. Okay, so we flew back in May for that. And then also Mother's Day. We spent Mother's Day up there. When was it? May you proposed to me?
I can't remember.
I think it's like May 14th.
Day after Mother's Day.
Okay. So the day after... Okay, let's just say the day of Mother's Day, I lost my promise ring. We kept going fishing. And I seriously thought I lost my promise ring there at the lake. And I was so pissed. I didn't want to tell him. And then I started to get worried, and I thought it fell down the drain, or I thought it was when I was doing dishes, and I started asking everybody at the house, have you seen my promise ring? I lost my ring. And then finally, we went to the lake, and then he took me all the way to the lake. He made me go all the way down there again and look for the ring. So... I was hurt. I was really hurt. We got back to the house, and then he wanted to go see his grandma at her grave. So it's like, okay. We went up there, and we picked up his sister on the way. And then I thought it was just going to be like him and his sister going over there and, just talking to their grandma and whatnot. So I wanted to stay in the car, or in the truck. And he said, come on out. I was like, okay. I don't mind. got out and I was standing there. And then all of a sudden he's like, I want to move back. I was like, what? Where did this come from? He goes, yeah, I want to move back with you. You want to come move back? In my mind, it's like we just got done talking about our whole plan about moving to Safford and all this, and all of a sudden he throws me a curveball and says, I want to move to Montana. I was like, what is he talking about? I thought you were saying that because Joe was there and it was like something you and her talked about. So he caught me off guard. And then he turned around. Then he got on one knee. And he pulled out my promise ring. This entire time I was going crazy. I had the ring. Oh gosh. I'm tearing up. But he proposed to me there. I cried. I guess he was talking. I think I blacked out. But I cried. I was just thinking about the moment.
By the way, she didn't tell me yet. So, technically, I think we're engaged.
She just told me.
She just didn't cry. She didn't even answer me, or didn't give me a nod, or didn't.
I didn't hear you say, "Would you be my wife?" or "Would you marry me?" or nothing like that. I didn't hear nothing.
Probably because I was like, "We marry me," but on top they're like. But there, I was like, in my romantic mode, like, will you marry me? But then in your mind, when you're looking down at me, you're like,
that was in the moment. Seriously, I
so
think
technically, it's
I
2020.
I did. I said yes. But seriously, I felt like I blacked out because he was talking the entire time and I didn't get nothing. At all. I think I was still stuck on like, he wants to move to Montana. This is like a trap. If I say yes, we're moving up there. But yeah, he proposed to me the day after Mother's Day. And I got my promise ring back. So, we posted it on our Instagram, on our Snapchat, and I let my dad know before I posted anything. I always want him to know before anybody else would on my side. And we flew back. We flew back that Wednesday. And he went back. Did you go back to work Thursday?
Heck no.
It was that Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went back to work Friday. Saturday, something told me to take a pregnancy test. I started going crazy looking through the boxes and bags because we still haven't really unpacked everything. And this guy was at work and he had to do night shifts. So just curious, I was like really curious because I haven't gotten my thing by then. And I kept getting like these sharp pains underneath my belly button like I'm about to get my thing. But it never came. So I took the pregnancy test and then like not even 30 seconds went by. You're supposed to wait 3 minutes. Not even 30 seconds went by. It came out positive. I was in disbelief. I went to go look at the box with the expiration date. I was like, this can't be true. This can't be true. So I called him. No, I texted you.
Yeah.
I texted him and I was like, can you please call me? It took him at least 15 minutes after I got done crying. And I was just sitting here looking at the pregnancy test. I said, this can't be true. This can't be real. And then he finally calls me and he's like, is everything okay? Are you okay? I was like, yeah. And I was like, I want to show you something. And then I showed him a pregnancy test. What did you think?
No, you're like, I took something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, she drank bleach again.
Stop.
No, in my mind, I was like, gosh. Because she was looking for, like, you're looking for something the other day, but couldn't find it. And then in my mind, I was like, she peed on a stick. There she did.
What did you think when I told you?
Holy Jesus. Jokes. No, I was happy. I just wish you weren't crying.
I was shocked.
Because at that moment, you like, as a dude, you don't know if she's like, oh, irate, pissed. You're going to get home with a knife and she's going to stab you. Or she's like, irate, sad. No, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to go to ASU for 5 years first. Or you don't know if she's like, fuck, not with this guy. Or like, oh my gosh, my dad's going to kill me. And you.
Stupid.
And we're just going to be dead together.
Yeah, so when I called him, I said I'm going to go to Walgreens and I'm going to get another test. Because I kind of don't believe it. I don't know how old this pregnancy test was. So I woke up my sister and then I was like, let's go to Walgreens together. And it was like 11 o'clock at night. She's like, okay. She got up, we went to Walgreens, and then we're looking at the pregnancy test section. She's like, what is this, Ron? What are we here for? I was like, I need a pregnancy test. And she's like, pregnancy test? What's that? I said, it's to see if I have a baby in my stomach. And she looked at me. She's like, for real? It's like, yeah, I don't know yet, but that's why I need to get a test. She's like, okay. We got back home. And then she went back in her room and she was, Ron, tell me, okay? I was like, okay. Came back in here. I did not need to pee. I was like, I need to pee. And he's texting me. He's like, hurry up and take the test. I was like, I can't pee. I was like, I'm just going to try. I went back in the bathroom. I think like at least 5 drops came out. Like not even 15 seconds. That thing showed positive. It said positive this time because we got the digital. And then I called him. And then he's like, so what did it say? I said, it says positive. And then I went to my sister. No, I went to my sister's room first before I told you again. She said, what does it say, Ron? I said, it says positive. She's for real? I was like, yeah. What does that mean, Ron? I said, that means there's a baby in my stomach. And she got really happy. She says, really, Ron? Baby, I'm the auntie? It's like, yeah, you're going to be auntie. Mind you, I have no kids. I took a birth control since I was like 15. And I've been on it until I was like 26. And after that, once I stopped, the nurse told me that it's going to take at least months to a couple years for everything to come out of your system. I was on it because I wasn't ready. Like I wasn't happy where I was at and who I was with. And my mom gave me up when I was like a couple minutes after I was born. So
boom.
I didn't want my kids to grow up like that. So I waited. Then my mom always, before my mom passed, she had always said that make sure you're either engaged or either you are married before you have any kids. What are the odds? As soon as I got engaged, I found out I was pregnant.
So, besides the tears and all the good stuff.
Yeah. As of 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
we took our first ultrasound. We were about 5 weeks by then. 5 weeks? 6 weeks? It was going to be 6 weeks that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Actually, like 6 or 7 weeks.
I don't remember.
Something like that.
But anyways, today is, what's today's date? I think the 20-something.
I don't know.
I don't know. But this past Saturday was our 9-week mark. So we are engaged and we are expecting a baby. Everybody's like, finally, Ron. I know. I wanted to wait for that special person. It's pretty special. Okay. So that's our news we wanted to share with everybody. I do want to keep you guys updated as far as like ultrasounds. We wanted to do a gender reveal, but the thing is, his family is from Montana and mine is from Arizona. And I kind of wanted my dad to be there and his mom to be there, but his mom is not going to be able to come down until I think the birth of our baby. So I know I told some of my family members we're going to have the gender reveal out here, but we're not going to do a gender reveal, only because it's not fair. So what we're going to do is get the results, and then we're going to go on a dinner, and we're going to find out together. And then I'm not going to post that video up until his mom and my dad get our gifts. So if we're gonna have a boy, I want to have like a little gift packet that says like you're gonna be a grandma, and then has like a little boy clothes or whatever, something special. Send it to his mom and my dad, and then after, you guys will know. So that's like my plan so far. And the due date is what? January 25th.
Yeah.
January 25th is good, the due date, and then our wedding, we had already planned our wedding for next year in November. And then after that, we found out we were pregnant. So the wedding is still going to be the same. It's going to be next year in November, and then our baby's going to be in January. Which means I need to put it into like second gear real quick and start going to the gym. We kind of have a selection of our groomsmen, our bridesmaids, our maid of honor, and our best man. We kind of not really had to pick the location yet, but we're still trying to figure that part out. So if you're one of the selected ones that we have picked, you'll be receiving gifts in the mail also. We're excited. And a little hint, there's a lot.
A lot.
He picked a lot, which means I have to pick a lot.
A lot.
So, I think that's about it. We've moved to Safford, so we've been here for about a good month. More than a month, right? Yeah, we've been here more than a month.
Since Mother's Day weekend, let's just say that, because that's when we officially
that week.
landed here.
Yeah, and then after that we flew to Montana after that.
Like the next day.
So we've been here about over a month, almost 2 months now.
2 months. 2 months.
Something like that. So that's our update so far. We are going to be going back to Montana for July 4th. And I'm taking my family, my family with me. So I'm taking my dad and my brother and my sister up there too. And so you guys will see that vlog. Originally,
Where's the sister coming from?
Sita.
Oh.
What do you think she was, my brother?
I don't know. She's like on her hip 24/7. So when you add her into something like that, it's kind of like.
Yeah, so originally we were supposed to do a baby surprise to our parents this coming week for July 4th. But we couldn't wait. And when I told some of my family that I was pregnant, nobody believed me.
So is she pregnant or is she not?
Yeah, nobody believed me. Some people even wanted to bet to see if I was pregnant or not. I just joked around about being pregnant so many times that nobody believed me when the real deal came. But yeah, that's about it so far.
So far, that's it.
So we just wanted to give you guys an update. So the next video of our personal life would probably be the gender. Because the next one is going to be an ultrasound plus like a bunch of blood tests. And that's where they're going to determine if our baby's going to be like have Down syndrome or something like that. I want to take that test only because my sister doesn't have Down syndrome, but she has cognitive disability. I know she wasn't born with it, but I always wanted to be like safe and how do you say, like, what's that word?
Sure.
Yeah. So that's gonna be our next test for the baby. I honestly don't mind if it's a girl or a boy.
It's a boy.
He wants a boy, and C for sure knows it's a boy.
No, remember Jan said.
Yeah, so C said it's a boy. Chan wants a boy, and I don't mind either way, just as long as my baby is pretty healthy. That's all that matters. Oh, and the day I told my dad cried. Like, really cried. Between me, my brother Jeffrey, and Sita, none of us have kids. And I'm like 29, Jeffrey's 28, Sita just turned 28. So I'm like the first one. But that's it. We've just been fishing a lot lately.
A lot.
A
So
lot.
if you know of any good fishing places, give me a ring.
We found
I'm
a
going.
really good place in front of my brother's apartment. They have like a lake. As soon as you walk out, there's like a lake in front of them.
It's got some big chunks. It's got
It has catfish,
carp
sunfish, carp, bass.
and catties.
What is that?
Catfish.
I just said that.
But it's something better to say. I said catties.
Yeah, so we've been fishing a lot lately. So that's why we are so sunburned. Look at that. It's just ugly. Don't.
Okay, all the skin is.
But that's it for today's video. I hope the video is not too long. If you guys have any questions, let me know on my Instagram or either... What are you doing?
Right now.
Or in the comment section below. But I really hope this clears up all the questions you guys have been asking me. And I tried my best to cover everything. You wanted to say anything else?
Yeah, I would, actually. No.
Alright, well, it's getting hot. I need to turn my AC
We turned
back
the
on.
AC off because it was making noise, and apparently, according to YouTubers vlogging live, you don't have any noise in the background. It's getting hot in my house. I want to turn the goddamn AC back on, and I want to finish watching
The fish
River
movie.
Monsters.
Everything is a fish YouTube and everything else. But thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed our story time plus big announcements, and we shall see you guys in the next video.
Sand crabs.
Bye. Oh!